You're looking at the Buffalo History Museum earlier today before the snow began to fall here in chilly Buffalo, New York. 28 degrees. It feels like 16 as we continue Week 7 SFL action here in Western New York as the Queen City Corsairs play host to the DC Dragons. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Mike Daggs, and alongside me in the broadcast booth is Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. Our statistician is the man with a suspiciously large collection of Mardi Gras beads. He's the owner of the Louisiana Revolution, Gerald Smith. You are watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Twitch. Matt, how you doing tonight?
I'm freezing my butt off, Mike, but I'm here.
Look at the snow falling, Matt.
I love it.
This marks the third time in 3 seasons that the DC Dragons have come to Buffalo to face the Corsairs, with the Dragons coming away victorious in those two previous meetings. The Corsairs have had an up-and-down season so far, losing their season opener and alternating winning and losing ever since that week. They narrowly lost to reigning champion Baltimore Vultures last week and are looking to get back into the win column today. For DC, they entered Week 6 undefeated, but lost a close one to London in a high-scoring shootout. Two teams coming off a loss. What are the keys to them securing a win tonight?
Well, DC's loss was compounded by two factors. Their defense gave a big passing plays to London, continuously getting beat over the top. Also, the dominant Kevin Say was held to a season low 3.9 yards per carry. Queen City did lose a close one to arguably the best team in the league, the Baltimore Vultures. A.J. Caswell was efficient, however, he did throw 2 costly picks. Jet Zero also struggled, only averaging 2.9 yards a carry. That's not good, Mike. If DC cleans up the secondary, I like their chances. Queen City can contain Say and keep turnovers under control. The game could go their way. Which team will come out on top, Mike? There's only one way to find out, and that's on the field.
All right, well, let's get down to the snowy field for the kickoff. The Queen City Corsairs will kick things off for us to get this one started. DC Dragons will be on offense first. Judah Dorgan puts the ball in the air back to the 1-yard line, and it's returned on the snow-covered field up the middle, and a good return all the way up to about the 30-yard line. And that is where Shabazz Synergy, in his 3rd season with the DC Dragons, will come onto the field to get things started for the Dragons.
I wonder how Shabazz likes these elements. You know, he was in the South for a while.
down in Texas.
Yeah.
Synergy to throw on first down, throws a short one up to the 30-yard line. And that will spot them a gain of 3. That is Kevin Say, the halfback, with the reception. The quarterback, Shabazz Synergy, and halfback Kevin Say, along with fullback Chris Britton. The wide receivers are Gus Scott, Mike Churchill, Jeff Banfield, and Josh Gill. The tight ends, Lauren Percoco and rookie Kyle Storm. 2nd down and 7 now. Synergy in the gun. 5 on the line for the Corsairs. Synergy deep down the right-hand side. He's got his man all the way down to the 26-yard line. A big catch by Josh Gill.
Yeah, and that's the kind of plays DC was getting torched on last week against London. As I'm trying to see where the ball is, there it is, and it's a nice grab by Gill. Yeah, it's going to be tough viewing, Mike, but what do you think? Does this snow favor Say, or do you think it's going to work against him?
Not sure, Matt. You know, I don't think they've ran too much in the snow yet this season. Obviously, Kevin Say, a big part of this offense, number 1 in the league in rushing yards. We haven't seen a handoff to him yet. He does have 1 catch. That out route good. Going back to Josh Gill once again. 6 receptions, 108 yards, and a touchdown in the close loss to the London Knights last week. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of Josh Gill again in this one.
I say it favors Say because Say knows where he's going to go. If he spins and all these defenders just fall down to the snow, it's going to be a pretty easy walk in to the end zone. So we'll see if I'm right or not.
Ball security could become an issue as well.
Too.
0 fumbles for Say this season. He does get his first handoff here, and that is good for a gain up to the 16-yard line. And that will get them a first down.
There's the little Say preview, but surprised DC's coming out throwing the ball so much. They must think Queen City was going to game plan for the run, but I don't know.
Synergy up top has his man, and that ball is going to
Ooh.
be incomplete as it was a little too close to the sideline. The defense for the Queen City Corsairs, defensive linemen Andre Krim, DJ Majesty, and David Tilley. The linebackers, BJ Lovelace, Jared Crow, and Nathaniel Diggs. The corners, Cody Griffin and Ted Haynes. And the safeties, George Torres, Maurice Lloyd, and King Jamal. Second down and 10 inside the red zone. Ball is handed off to Say. Say with the spin move, but Matt, even spinning in the snow can be a little bit slower as BJ Lovelace levels them after a gain of only 1. Third down and 9.
Yeah, good containment there by Lovelace. And now, again, you're in that kind of closer red zone area, so don't be taking too many 7-step drops.
Synergy alone in the backfield on third down and 9. 5 wide receiver look. Synergy firing towards the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dragons.
Josh Gill again. Kind of similar play before a couple plays ago. Just bombed it to Gill. Nobody in that corner of the end zone. Pretty easy pitch and catch. That's not a good sign for the Queen City defense so far. If DC's not running the ball too much or very well, and you get beat through the air.
7 plays, 74 yards on the drive, ending with a 15-yard touchdown pass on a third down and 9. Josh Gill did quite well on that drive, Matt. He was the receiver on all 3 catches other than the one short pass to Kevin Say. 3 receptions for 67 yards. And the touchdown. Aerial coverage of today's game is brought to you by Dags Droneworks, aerial photography and videography services in New York State. You can find them on Instagram at Dags Droneworks or visit their website, dagsdroneworks.com. And I hear that their drone pilot is quite the stud.
No comment.
Potty with the ball teed up, ready to kick it off to Queen City for the first time. And a moon ball back to the goal line is returned up the middle. And Queen City will start things off on offense from their own 24-yard line. The 11-season vet A.J. Caswell trotting out onto the field to get his offense going here in this one. He was 30 of 37, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks against the reigning champion Baltimore Vultures last week. Not quite enough for the win, falling just short, losing the game 26-20. 3 receiver set on first down. Caswell, short drop over the middle, has his target Deezer Powell, and that one is good for a nice gain of 8. Starting offense for the Corsairs. Quarterback A.J. Caswell, the halfback Jet Zero, fullback Chris Comisac, the wide receivers Doug Spelling, Deezer Powell, and Christopher Ochoa. The tight ends Hubba Kimbrell and James Matthew Jr. On the offensive line, left guard Butch Menor, the center Odette Boudreau, and the right guard Robert Crone. Second down and 2. Jet Zero gets his first carry, and that goes for 0. Third down and 2.
Yeah, not the optimal first carry for Jet Zero, but they do use him in the passing game quite a bit, so maybe a little swing pass to the outside might do him some good. We'll have to see if DC's game plan for that. I don't know, Mike, you got a 4-3. I kind of like passing out of this.
So does Caswell as he drops back to pass. He's going to go deep down the right-hand side. Well defended. Swatted away in the snowy conditions. He was trying to hit Doug Spelling. That one was covered well, and tripping out onto the field, Greg Morrison on to punt.
You think he'd be the one used to the snow?
He's punted many a ball here in the snowy conditions of Buffalo, but I don't know, tripped over the old turf monster on his way out.
Watch out for some crazy punt antics, Mike. I've seen some rather interesting ones that go for not too many yards.
And the punt is away. A touchdown drive for the Dragons to get things started, and then a 3-and-out for the Queen City Corsairs. Dragons have the ball now at their own 37-yard line, and that's where they will get their second offensive possession started.
Yeah, and if they continue on what they were doing on their first possession, it's going to be trouble for Queen City. So Queen City's got to buckle down and maybe play a little bit more pass defense, but this looks like a running set to me. I was wrong.
Synergy with a long handoff out to Kevin Say. Kevin Say out in space, spins past one defender. Can't get past the second. King Jamal with the tackle, but not before a gain of 8.
Yeah, still a nice, as I say, the long handoff to Say for 8. Now you can run him up the middle if you want. Or just get these 2 yards, and I mean, who knows with Kevin Say? He could break one off in an instant.
High formation now for the Dragons. Ball is handed off to Say. Say hit behind the line, but able to reestablish and get a nice gain up to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and that's what we see. He kind of had a similar run that Judge Zero had, but Kevin Say a little bit speedier, was able to get out of that and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Synergy will be in the gun, 3 wide receiver set. Synergy to throw. Quick pass over the middle, wide open man. Hitting his slot receiver up to the Queen City 36-yard line. That's Mike Churchill with the catch.
Queen City's kind of been known to run this base nickel defense, and sure Jermaine Smith's been game planning against it. So far it looks good, Mike. I mean, with a rating like that, you can't do any better.
You cannot. 158.3, a perfect rating so far for Sabat Synergy. Back to throw again, gets it out to Say again on the right-hand side. Tries to spin, can't get past the defender that time. Wrapped up and brought down. Still a nice gain of 5, but brought down on the play by Nathaniel Diggs.
Yeah, nice deliberate attack in the snow. I mean, you can take your deep shots, but it's just, trying to grind the other team into the ground.
3 in the backfield now for the Dragons.
Oh, watch out.
Say takes a handoff, gets the first down, and only a smidge more, but still the first down nonetheless. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, multiple Kevin Say first down runs. This has just been a pretty long, methodical drive, kind of the antithesis of their first drive where they had a couple bombs.
First down and 10 for the Dragons. Synergy under center. Look to pass again. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Somehow the completion is made. We'll spot him 9.9. Second down and inches from the Queen City 15. Great grab by Jeff Banfield on that one. And there's a challenge, Matt, on the play. They're going to have to look to see if he actually stayed in bounds on that one. So take a look and see if we can see the feet. I don't know. The camera angle is up a little bit too high.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete.
And the pass was indeed ruled incomplete, so the ruling on the field is overturned. Queen City will not be charged with the timeout. They've won the challenge. That'll set up a second down and 10. So the Dragons second down and 10 now at the 25-yard line. Kevin Say with the handoff and tackled for a loss.
Oh, what a nice play.
Hit in the backfield by Andre Krim.
The Krim Reaper there.
Absolutely. Third down and 11 now.
Former Aztec.
Absolutely. Second season now with the Corsairs. 4th season in the league. Coming over last season.
Oh, boy.
Free agency.
Oh!
And a horrible turn of events there for the Corsairs as they get the sack, but it jumped off sides. David Tilley, Matt, we're expecting to see a whole lot of David Tilley today, and we saw him right there, but I believe Andre Krim, who got the TFL, he's the one that jumped off sides and will give the Dragons another shot at it.
Yeah, you don't want to be giving DC multiple chances in that situation when you might have had a chance at a sack. I don't know if that offsides kind of generated that situation, but There's Josh Gill, the man that caught the 2 big balls earlier, and he's on the outside. Queen City kind of playing a little bit up in front.
Synergy, quick pass over the middle, gets the first down. What a quick throw, catch, tackled, but across the line, gets the first down that he needed.
Yeah, Gill, there's a guy draped all over him. I mean, Gill, Synergy, and I thought he was going to not get the ball off. He did, and it was on target.
William Kidd, one of the backup corners in coverage on that one. Couldn't quite get the tackle before the first down marker. Kevin Say takes a handoff, spins past the defender, heads towards the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Dragons. They take a 2-score lead.
I couldn't see the end zone, Mike. I thought he had about 20 more yards to run, and all of a sudden, Kevin Say's so fast, he's like, a time traveler. He's like, I'm already in the end zone, guys. Check your stopwatches. Right there. It's like, oh.
Gotta look for the green paint.
Well, I mean, the field's green, too. That's part of the problem. It's a slightly different shade of green.
So a touchdown rush now for Kevin Say. Maddie's number 1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. That's his 11th on the season. Kevin Say having an absolutely standout season so far. Number 2 in carries, number 1 in yards, number 1 in touchdowns. His average of 6.3 yards per carry on the season is a top 5 rating. Kevin Say is going to probably tear it up in the snow just like you were expecting, Matt. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, you can visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And Paw T puts that ball into the air, returned back up to the 23-yard line. And that is where AJ Caswell will return back out onto the field on offense. So, Matt, DC's offensive production so far is 7-play, 74-yard drive, a 10-play, 64-yard drive, both resulting in touchdowns. Queen City's offense has produced a 3-and-out.
Yeah, they need to improve on that, obviously. Need to get a first down. That's step 1.
3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Caswell gets it out down to the bottom. Jet 0 with the catch, and he'll gain 4. Gets it up to the 27-yard line. The DC Dragon defensive line, Syed Gord, John Gary, Isaac Forrester, and Benny Butcher. The linebackers, Declan O'Rourke, Riley Cuse, Aaron Gooden, and the corners, John DeSantis, Ty Woodson, Peanut Say, and Daryl Bullock. The safeties, Kanye Rockefeller and Kappa Jones. 2nd down and 6. Caswell, short drop, quick out route down to the bottom. That one is complete to Doug Spelling. Will set up a 3rd down and 2, which is what they had last time, Matt, and they were unable to convert on their first 3rd down and 2. See if they can get this one offset I formation. Caswell making a change at the line. 4-3 look out of the Dragons.
Yeah, 0 needs 2.2 yards right here.
0 gets 2.2 and then some. Surging forward up to the 37-yard line, and, well, they can get that one off their back, Matt. They have their first down of the ball game, and now the focus is getting to the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, Queen City is an excellent offensive line. 2 tight ends and 3 receivers that they paid for. So, I mean, just get all those guys out there and should be able to keep Caswell clean.
Absolutely. A talented middle of that offensive line. Pass complete to Deezer Powell. Short gain of 3 on the play.
Still not bad, not bad. Go to your outs here. You know, the cuts are going to be a little tough though. If you're a quarterback, you got to make sure. You got to throw with anticipation, but you don't want your receiver falling flat on his face and then throwing it right to the defense. So I don't know about this set, Mike.
5-step drop for Caswell. He hits his target up to the top. Gets the first down. Yes, he does. Just getting past the sticks up to the 47-yard line. Moves the chains complete to the fullback, Chris Komisak.
And Caswell knew exactly what he had. I thought they were going to run to 0 when the defense was shifting towards that side, but instead they throw the pass, get the first down, and Queen City on a little bit of a drive here. I'd love a
As
throw
well
out of
under
this.
center. Caswell looks, gets it up to Jet 0.
Oh my
momentum.
God.
Man, I think he just lost. I think he can't see the field either.
I couldn't see what happened, Mike, honestly. I just saw a 0 and then he just kind of fell out of bounds.
A 3-yard loss on the play
Ugh.
for Jet 0 sets up a 2nd down and 13.
Some observers are saying he slipped in the snow. I couldn't tell, but that's the snow factor. It's a little bit of a wild card.
Caswell out route down to the bottom. That one's caught. Nice gain on the play by Deezer Powell. He'll gain 11, sets up Matt a 3rd down and 2.
Yep, here comes Jet 0 again. Nice run by Deezer Powell in the snow, making sure his cut is correct. Can't quite turn up the field, but you know what? We'll take that. If you're a Queen City fan, again, gets you 3rd and short. I don't know. I'd like lining up in the power set again and throwing out of that, trying to get. I know 0 kind of slipped and fell, but again, look at DC. Look at them all. They're all packed in real tight.
8 in the box and a free play, jumping offside.
Oh no!
And the fumble. Fumbles recovered by the Dragons, but see, Matt, penalties by both defensive lines, both of them jumping off sides in big moments.
Mike, was that a Jet 0 fumble? What I remember a commissioner mentioning that Jet 0 hadn't fumbled in hundreds and hundreds of attempts, but that one doesn't count. But the ball did come out of 0's hands.
Yes, it did indeed, but it will not count in the stat book. And Matt, if it's not written down, it never happened.
Tree falls and no one is around to hear it. Does it make a sound?
It does not indeed make the sound. So this time out to Chris Komisak, and he's going to gain enough to set up a 2nd down and 3. So, Matt, the Queen City defense had the Dragons held to a field goal after a sack, but that was negated by an Andre Krim jump off sides that ended up allowing the Dragons to get in the end zone for a touchdown. And now a fumble that was recovered by the Dragons on a 3rd down and 2 negated, sets up a 1st down by the defensive line. So defensive line's getting a little jumpy in this snowy game. That will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. 14-0. Dragons over the Corsairs here in Buffalo, New York. 3rd down and 3 to get the 2nd quarter started. Coming up in about 10 seconds. I'm Mike Daggs. He's Matt Wilson. Gerald Smith with us on stats. Cameron Irvine is our producer. And AJ Caswell is the quarterback.
Say it's a touchdown, correct?
He does indeed.
So he's one more off from a record.
Let's see if he can get that record tonight. That run by Jet 0 goes for only a gain of 1, sets up a 4th down and 2.
Man, that's been a problem. Queen City 3rd down conversion percentage. I mean, it was okay on that drive, but it hasn't been. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I thought they were in midfield, Mike. I am sorry. It's hard to tell out here. This is even dicey, though.
Absolutely.
Watch.
A long field goal try for Judah Dorgan, trying to get the Corsairs on the board.
Get your footing.
This one from 47 yards out from the right hash.
Whoa.
And it is good, officially from 48.
Judah making
Dorgan
some
down
snow
in the
angels.
snow. Yeah, he's making snow angels, and why not?
He's like, yep, that's good. Thank goodness.
He remains perfect on the season, a perfect 13 of 13, and that'll add 3 points onto the board for the Corsairs.
13 for 13. Mike, what if I told you Judah Dorgan was perfect on the season?
I think that's 30 for 30. He's not quite there yet.
Well, and there's a 3 in there, so it works.
Ball is kicked back to about the 2-yard line.
Oh,
Spinning,
whoa, what's
and
the spin?
still on his feet, still on his feet.
Whoa.
My goodness, he did not want to go down without a fight. And he gets up to the 29-yard line.
You definitely didn't want to vanish into the night, right? Like you wanted to live
Kanye-
on and survive.
Kanye Rockefeller on the return.
Gotta be careful with those spins in the snow, though. I mean, that's a fumble waiting to happen if you're not too careful.
Sabaz Synergy back out onto the field on offense. Trips set down to the left, and that is where
wow.
he goes.
Ooh,
Well defended. Josh Gill with the catch, but immediately hit and brought down on the play by Jared Crow.
This is where the Queen City defense needs to step up. They got some points. If they can stop DC from scoring, getting the ball back in their offense's hands, and they can do something with it, you know, even a field goal makes it a one-possession game, but step one is, you know, slowing down DC.
Synergy, quick pass over the middle into traffic, somehow caught. That one hauled in by Lauren Percoco, the tight end. Not sure how she was able to catch that one, Matt. That was
Synergy had a look. Synergy had a 4-3 against all those receivers and tight ends. That was the look, you know, he wanted. When you come out and you know, nobody back there, you don't want to see a quarter or a dime or even a nickel. But if you see a 4-3, again 4-3.
Synergy back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Pressure coming. Down he goes. Looks like Andre Krim and David Tilley combining for the sack.
Fear the Reaper, Mike. Fear the Reaper. Here comes just Krim just working his leverage around the outside. Definitely had an assist from his buddy there, David Tilley. But yeah, that's just a great use of strength and balance there by Andre Krim, getting that leverage.
Andre Krim with 1.5 sacks on the season. David Tilley leading the league with 6. They each get another half on that one. Synergy on 2nd and 16. Gets it out to the right-hand side, complete for a gain of 11 yards. Once again, connecting with his favorite target, at least in this one, Josh Gill.
Yeah, nice grab again by Gill. He's been the number 1 target of Synergy for sure. Now, critical 3rd and 5. Trips to the top, possibly tight end to the bottom, I'm not sure.
Synergy throws over the middle, tipped and bounced around incomplete. It looked like only Corsairs in the area. I'm sure there was a dragon down there somewhere. I just saw black jerseys. And that'll set up a 4th and 5. And Matt, the defense did what you said they needed to do.
Yep,
they're going to force a dragon punt.
I don't want to, you know, toot the horn too many times, Mike, but special teams, you could have 1 or 2 mishaps that could totally change the game. Make sure he doesn't get snapped over his head or something.
Could see some interesting things here in the snow. Don Wilson on to punt for the Dragons.
No relation.
Yeah, he's only got the 1 L, Matt, not the 2 L's.
Oh!
And that, sheesh, ball ends up falling out, but
like when that turf gets frozen, it's hard. It's hard as blacktop.
Hard as ice, maybe. Hard as blacktop, you say?
And cold as ice. Yeah, you don't want to be hitting that turf too hard. Ooh, aggressive.
Caswell in the gun on 1st down. Out route up to the top. That one's somehow complete. I thought it was out of bounds, Matt. We could see a challenge
here we
coming
go.
from the Dragons.
You need, like, you know, some heat sensing vision on the replays. You know, not infrared predator technology, because I couldn't tell. But great gain on 1st and 10. Now you got 2nd and 5. Now if they want to, you know, give Zero a shot here, see what he can do.
Caswell out to say. Excuse me, 0.
Yeah,
That'll set up a 3rd
it
down
happens, Mike.
after a gain of 4.
That's a good game. Again, long handoff to 0, 3rd and 1. Okay, 0. This is where Jet needs to step up here. Get this 1 yard. Keep the drive going.
Formation in the backfield. As well to 0-0. Gets the 1st down.
Yeah.
And about a yard more. Falling forward to the Queen City 31-yard line. First down and 10 for the Corsairs.
Yeah, 0-0 just got exactly what he needed. And Queen City, only at their 31, long way to go, but lots of time in the half.
Ball is handed off to 0 once again. This time wrapped up right at the line. He'll only gain a yard. A little pushing and shoving going on out there, Matt.
I'm just amazed. You got a highly paid center, left guard, and right guard, and you think the middle would be the kind of the strength of this team, along with Comisac, the fullback, blocking. But 0 just can't get going.
4 receivers on the field. Play action. Caswell down to the bottom. Oh, well defended. And that one will fall incomplete, trying to hit his receiver, Doug Spelling. It sets up a 3rd down and 9.
Play action also risky in the snow, Mike. You might get a little slipping and sliding there as you try to reestablish your footwork. It's happened to me many, many times. They split Comisac out as a receiver. That's interesting in the middle of the middle top of your screen there.
As well, play action once again, going back down to the bottom. This time has his target out of bounds, connecting with Spelling. But they're going to say he was too far into the paint. That'll bring up a 4th down and 9, and the Corsairs will have to punt.
Yeah, I guess it will be a punt. I don't know, Mike. I'm just hanging on, making sure they weren't going to challenge that. I couldn't tell, but they might have had a better angle being closer to the sidelines.
And that was on the Queen City sideline, too.
Oh, no!
Nearly blocked.
Oh.
And fair catch called for back at the 34-yard line by Rockefeller. And Sebastian Synergy back out onto the field on offense. 11 of 14, 132 yards and a touchdown so far in this one. We haven't seen a lot out of Kevin Say yet, Matt. He's got 6 rushing attempts for 28 yards and a touchdown. One shy of a record, you say?
Yeah, personal record. So let's see if he gets it here, or if Queen City's defense really needs to step up again.
Synergy back to pass. He's going to go deep down the right-hand side. Gets his man. Breaks through the tackle. He's off to the races. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Dragons. Josh Gill finds the end zone for the 2nd time in the ball game.
Yeah, Gill gets open again behind the defense. Breaks the tackle, and then a little nervous about the celebration in the snow, Mike. You don't want to accidental. I know you pulled off one of those one time. You decided to kind of turn around and say hi to the defense. They tackled you at the 3-yard line. So Gill got into the end zone, but yeah, you gotta be careful with those.
You know what? Maybe he thought he was in the end zone.
That could be.
You can't really tell. There's snow everywhere, as far as the eye can see. Body on for the extra point try. Bruce Leroy on for the hold. Good snap. Kick is on its way. It is up. It is through. DC now out in front 21-3 over the hometown Queen City Corsairs. Have you checked out video content produced by our community lately? You can catch the Sim Pod every week, SFL Crunch Time, and Road to Glory every Wednesday night. SFL Nights with AJ Stryker premieres Thursday nights. Say It With Your Chest airs Friday, and Netma can be seen all week long at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Every week, the live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listing. Just look for the events tab. That kicked deep into the end zone and returned up to the 19-yard line. First down and 10, Queen City, Matt, and they are in quite the hole at this point.
Yeah, I didn't expect this, Mike. They played. I mean, they got down early though against Baltimore and came roaring back, but DC has had their way so far.
Meanwhile, in Florida, there's a close one going on. The Charleston Predators out in front over the Florida Storm, 17-13. That pass is caught by Jet Zero for another loss of 1. Matt, he's got some negative receiving yards with a couple of his receptions.
He really hasn't done too much on the ground. He's gotten a couple first downs, but nothing really over, like, I would say 5 yards that I've seen.
Second down and 11 now. Play action, Caswell. Quick pass over the middle. That one is incomplete. And, Matt, they had a 3rd down and 9 on the last drive, and this one's going to be a 3rd down and 11. So they're putting themselves in some bad 3rd down situations.
They've tried that play action a couple times and well scouted by DC. They've defended it well every time. So this is early in the game, but it's a pretty big one. Third, and here they come up to press. Just send someone on a streak. See what happens. They got
3 of 7 on 3rd down, and this one is going to be deep down the left-hand side, and it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I thought it was picked.
No.
I was waiting.
Fell harmlessly into the snow. 3rd down and 8. Kappa Jones with the coverage.
And look at Kappa screaming over there, reaching out, and the ball popped out. Yeah, he had it, but that's why they don't play receiver, Mike. Look at that. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Almost.
That with the Chariots of Fire song that was just couldn't get going.
Didn't get going.
So 4th down and 11. Greg Morrison on to punt, standing back at his own 2-yard line. So DC with a 21-3 lead here midway through the second quarter. They're about to get the ball back. Punting this one into the wind. Is it even going to cross midfield? Fair catch is called for just barely past midfield at the DC 47-yard line. Dragons looking to add more points onto the board.
It's just so confusing. What's this say about, possible Baltimore or DC matchup, right? Because Queen City is a common opponent, and Baltimore had a close game with them. DC so far is doing a number so far.
Absolutely. That'd be interesting to see, and something that we might see later on in the season for sure. Kevin Say spins again and gets up to the 49-yard line in Queen City territory, and a little slow to get up after that one.
Yeah, I thought he was hurt for a sec, but no one was rushing to his aid, so they're just like, he's fine. Whenever you see a guy come over, whenever you see a guy come over and like get the medics, it's not usually a good situation.
Synergy on 2nd down and 6. We'll hand the ball off to Say once again.
Oh, I thought he was tackled.
Say's able to gain 4, sets up a 3rd down and 2. Say with 33 yards on the day.
About a yard above his average, and 0 is at his average, at least last week. So that's not what you want to see if you're Queen City.
Synergy in the gun on 3rd down. Steps up into the pocket. Pressure coming. Down he goes. Zacked back at the 49-yard line and falling back into the snow to make snow angels. Andre Krim.
I'll see if Krim does the same thing. Yep. Gets that outside leverage and then that's huge. It knocks DC out of field goal range. And now the offense just has to get something going. I mean, the defense for Queen City started out rough, but they've done a pretty good job the last couple. And the offense is just giving them nothing.
Punt is away by Wilson. This will fall down at the 15-yard line, returned up to the 19-yard line. And Caswell back out onto the field, Matt. 11-16, only 48 yards so far in this one.
Yeah, he's throwing a couple close picks. He hasn't gotten picked yet, but just hasn't made the big throws necessary to really, stretch out the Dragon defense. The short nickel and dimers aren't really going to do it at this point. You gotta still be responsible, but maybe 10, 15-yard slants.
Yeah, Caswell.
Like that.
Out route good for a gain of 5. Matt, the DC Dragons have just absolutely feasted here in Buffalo in the last 2 meetings. The back couple seasons ago in season 16, the Dragons won a close one, 13-10. But then last season, when the Dragons came to town, they had their biggest victory on the road in franchise history. here in Buffalo, beating the Corsairs 31-13. This one could end up being even bigger. But first, there's something to be said
There's the deep ball.
from A.J. Caswell. He hits Doug Spelling on a deep one all the way down to the DC Dragon 22-yard line.
Yeah, just a bomb. Gets behind the defense, Mike, and that's a little deja vu from the London game. Maybe that's what Queen City has to, amp up a little bit more. And now Queen City could be in business. A touchdown here would really help their cause.
Absolutely, Matt. Doug Spelling, I thought he might be off to the races, but Peanut Say chasing him down from behind. The touchdown-saving tackle. Oh, that one swatted down and incomplete. Good coverage on the play.
Yeah, just nice coverage by Say or by the defender there. And hey, you don't want to turn it over if you're Queen City. Right, you got great field position. Even a field goal, Mike, isn't the end of the world. It's still a 2-score game instead of a 3-score game. That's a big difference.
Queen City will get the ball to start half number 2. Caswell hands it off to Zero. Room to run. A nice rumble forward for 7 yards. That'll set up a 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3. Yeah, Jet Zero, his biggest run of the day. Nice block by the O-line. 3rd and 3. I don't think you run zero here. I think well, they're definitely not, obviously. So
nope.
Top of the screen, Mike. I always like out to top of the screen. Just get your 3 and get out of bounds.
Yeah, plenty of room up top, and that's what Caswell saw. Past the first down marker, and that'll set up a 3rd down and goal right at the 10-yard line. Caswell, 13-19 for 110 yards.
Great job by Caswell. Moving the chains. Now you're at the 10. It's going to be tough, though, Mike. 1st and goal for the 10.
2-minute warning here in the first half. 21-3. Dragons out in front. Queen City on a drive. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on Twitch. 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 2.
Here we go. Let's see if they're going to give a play action again, or they're going to give it. Nope.
Caswell dumps it down to Zero. Sends a defender flying back to the goal line. Good Lord, sir. Aaron Gooden with the tackle. I don't even know who went flying, Matt.
Looked like he was on a slip and slide, Mike. Zero just ejected him. Luckily, there was reinforcements, or that would have been into the end zone.
Absolutely. Yeah, we saw, watching last week's game, Jet Zero lowering the shoulder a couple of times into some Baltimore defenders, rolling right through him. He can do it. Caswell looking, firing towards the end zone, tip, and incomplete.
Well covered.
Absolutely. Well covered by Aaron Gooden once again. Had the tackle on Zero on the last play, and then playing a little pass defense. He does it all.
So critical 3rd down and goal here.
Let's go.
Can't run it. You can't run it. Maybe you hit someone out in the flat, but I don't think a screen or swing's going to work. DC's got 2 guys sitting in the end zone. We'll just step up and stop it. So see what happens here.
As well, fires to the tight end over the middle, and that one is incomplete. Was trying to get it to James Matthew Jr., but that one falls down to the snowy turf. And the perfect end of the season, Judah Dorgan back out for his 2nd field goal try.
Yeah, Dorgan. Again, no, this will still make it a 2-possession game. So, although there is a minute 25 left, Mike, and as we all well know, that's plenty of time to score a touchdown or at least get a field goal.
Absolutely. The field goal try. This one good from 22 yards out. Cuts into the lead slightly. It'll now be a 21-6 ball game. As Dorgan gets ready to kick the ball back off to the Dragons. Rockefeller standing back at about his own 5-yard line. And taking it from the 5, Rockefeller returns it up to the 26-yard line. Minute 18 and all 3 timeouts for the Dragons. They'll try to get into field goal range at least. The wind is at their back.
Or the bomb, Mike. It's always in play. Watch out for Josh Gill.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a lot of deep passes in their loss to London by both teams. They were getting beat in the deep pass, and they were also beating London in the deep pass. Kevin Say with the run, he gains 4. And Matt, they're not in any particular hurry, letting the clock roll.
Yeah, Say didn't kick it out far enough to the outside. He had blocking, luckily for Queen City there. Although, like I say, I don't blame anybody for having lack of vision in this weather.
Yeah, I would agree.
All I know is they're playing on a somewhat green field.
I see green in the middle. Well, that's about all. Synergy. Pressure coming. He dumps this one down. Gets it down gets it down to Say. I think they'll just rule that incomplete.
Well, that could work in Queen City's favor, Mike, if they throw another pass incomplete, stops the clock. I don't think Queen City's going to call a timeout if anything happens, but DC might just better run the ball. It's going
to be a pass.
Fasten your seatbelts.
We'll see. Synergy looks, fires over the middle, and that is caught, and it is good for a first down. So the Dragons will burn a timeout, hauled in by Mike Churchill. Matt, I thought that one was picked.
Me too. I just saw the dark black shoulders, and I thought it was...
Who's who?
I know.
See from up here.
Could somebody wear white, please?
Nope.
We got
both teams wearing some dark uniforms today.
Was it Color Rush and I wasn't informed?
Could be. Synergy under center. He will pass. Gets it out to Say.
Gotta contain this.
Gains about 6 and steps out of bounds. So the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah. Still DC marching towards field goal range, so.
Or at least setting up a deep pass attempt. Synergy still darn near perfect on the day, Matt.
Yeah, you got to turn them over at least once if you're going to have a shot of winning this game with this score.
Synergy.
Oh, wait.
Pressure coming. Andre Krim gets the sack back to the 39-yard line. Krim has been an absolute wrecking ball here in this one.
I think at least that's like 2.5 for him.
It is indeed.
Oh, there he is.
He takes the handoff out to the left. And is absolutely leveled. Brought down, sets up a 4th down and 3, and I think that will bring us to halftime.
I don't see. Oh, yeah, it's 4th down. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Sometimes I know what I'm talking about, Matt. Every once in a while.
In a while.
2 quarters are complete here in Buffalo. Dragons out in front 21-6 over the Queen City Corsairs.
Whoa.
And we will jump right back into the action here in the 3rd quarter as we get things started. The Queen City Corsairs will get things going on offense first to start the second half of action. I'm Mike Daggs, joined in the booth by Matt Wilson. Gerald Smith with us on stats. And the ball's taken up to the 26-yard line. So, Matt, your thoughts on the first half?
I mean, DC pretty much dominated it offensively and defensively. And those stats pretty much tell the tale, Mike. I mean, look at the total yard difference, over 100-yard difference between the two teams.
Right.
No turnovers on either side, but because of that, then you got to go with the team that has more yards. And obviously, DC has way more yards.
AJ Caswell. Short drop, hit as he throws, but complete. Gets it to James Matthew Jr., the tight end. And that'll be good for 9.9. Sets up 2nd down and inches.
That'd be a good target to go through in the second half, the tight end. Especially in this blustery, slippery weather. You got the big tight end with the big hands.
Yeah. His first reception of the ball game.
Could be some 0 time.
Entire DC defense on the line basically gets it out to 0.
Oh.
Zero tries to lower the shoulder, but gets stood up. That's good for a first down up to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I'm just losing my place, Mike, with all this snow. I couldn't tell where the first down marker was. Obviously, it was right there. So, a positive play. Zero could have. I'm keep waiting for him to blow another guy up and get an extra 10 yards, but
or more.
Hasn't done it yet.
Caswell gets it out to Zero again. Oh, really close to the sideline. He stays in bounds.
What? Oh my gosh!
He gets 7 yards. Matt's like, I can't see the sidelines at all. I don't know where the field is. I don't know where the players. I don't even know who the players are.
I don't know who the team
what sport this is.
Is it cricket?
Yes, Matt. Welcome to Western New York for the ultimate cricket matchup between the DC Dragons and the Queen City Corsairs.
The SCL, the Simulation Cricket League. Giving Cam all sorts of great ideas.
Caswell to Zero once again. Blocker out in front, but misses the block. Sets up a 3rd down and 1 from midfield.
Again, 3rd and 1. I mean, if they stack it again, I would just throw a swing pass to Zero, but they're not in a running set, really, which surprises me a bit. They got 2 tight ends in there, so we'll have to see.
And another free play. Jumping offside once again, and another game-changing offsides penalty is once again that would have been a 4th down, and it's going to be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, that's just a backbreaker there. Gives Queen City new life. They run the swing past the short side of the field, and not a set I would prefer, and DC was ready for it. So Queen City, second life this drive.
1st down and 10 from the DC 45-yard line, offset I formation for the Corsairs.
Air swing past bottom of the screen. Wow.
Caswell gets it down to Comisac. Comisac, good yards on that one. Nice catch and run by the fullback, getting up to the 25-yard line. And now definitely inside field goal range at minimum.
Wasn't quite a swing pass to Zero, Mike, but Comisac looked pretty fast. So, nice gain. Again, that third down offsides is going to bite DC possibly, at least for 3, maybe more.
Caswell under center on 1st down. He'll hand the ball off to Zero. Zero met in the backfield and tackled for a loss. Brought down for a loss of 2. Aaron Gooden once again on the tackle. He's been all over the field on defense. An absolute game wrecker so far for the Dragons.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's going to be tough to win when your running back's only averaging 2.2. Jets due for a big one.
It's averaging 1.6 so far in this one now, Matt. Caswell throws it out to Zero.
He looks tired, Mike.
Involved. Yeah, he just looks a little slow right now, and that sets up a 3rd down and 10. He's able to get the tackle for a lost yardage back, but a 3rd down and 10 is Judah Dorgan on the sidelines getting his leg warmed up.
Yeah, like I say, right now, Comisac looks like the fresher legs. I don't know if it's a cleat issue in the snow or what, but dangerous situation here.
Caswell, play action on 3rd down and 10. Goes for first yardage. Gets the catch. Ochoa with the catch down at the 7-yard line. His first catch of the ball game, and it comes in a big moment.
Yeah, Ochoa just crossing the middle of the field. That's a rough pass by Caswell. Good job of Ochoa holding on to the ball, and Queen City's in business now for the 7-yard line. Again, I just like to see him stack up and throw a swing pass to Zero.
Caswell under center takes the handoff, throws it up to the top. Comisac with the catch, turns up to the end zone. Touchdown, Corsairs!
Like every time I say Zero swing pass, a wild Comisac appears.
A wild Comisac with the touchdown reception, getting into the end zone. And Matt, it seems like it's been all DC all day, but don't look now. It's a 1-score ball game.
Kind of what happened against Baltimore, Mike. Baltimore way ahead, and then Queen City worked their way back into the game. Actually took the lead before losing it late. And now it's all up to these extra points. Especially this one's very key because it'll make it an 8-point game. If it's a miss, it's a 9-point game.
Chris Komisak with his first touchdown reception of the season. He's got one on the ground as well. Extra point is up, and it is good. 21-13 here in Buffalo. You can visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions, plus articles from our content team, including Power Rankings, What We Learned, the Read Option, and Talent Factory's Features Series. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the ranking of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. Rockefeller returns this one up to the 25-yard line. He was running pretty fast, man. I was waiting for him to break right through and keep on going, but brought down and tackled, and now it's up to the Queen City defense to step back up yet again.
Yeah, pass rush is starting to get to Shabazz, Mike. Andre Krim had a heck of a first half. Let's see if he continues to hashtag make an impact.
3 on the line for the Corsairs, 4 receivers in the set, and a tight end for the Dragons. Tipped and nearly intercepted. That was a close one, Matt.
Yeah, I just saw a ball of humanity. I don't know who was who, but someone I thought was going to catch that ball, but ended up
Jamal had his hands on it.
Beats me, Mike. Black helmets, black shoulders. It's really tough.
So DC started the day with 2 touchdown drives, Matt, and then they had to punt on their 3rd drive, got a field goal on the 4th drive, and then a punt, and it ended the half. This is their first drive of the second half of action. And so far, look at that. Right when I thought that he was going to be stopped for a loss, Kevin Say off to the races. Can they catch him? No, they can't. DC with another touchdown, and they extend their lead. Kevin Say, what a huge run and score.
Like, I thought Queen City had him bottled up.
I did too.
He just zipped out of there. They shifted the right side. They hit him in the backfield. We're not going to see him. He got hit in the backfield. Broke a tackle, spun by another guy, and then it's just a track meet. And not many people are going to catch Kevin Say. So see you later.
75 yards to the house. Kevin Say with another huge run, adding on to his season. And Matt, you said that's his career high in a single season, yes?
Yes.
Congratulations to Kevin Say. He's having an absolutely outstanding season. That's his career high, and we're only in week 7.
Oh, he's got a long way to go and a long way to get there.
We're only halfway there, Matt. 28-13, the lead now. So Caswell is going to, Caswell's going to have to lead his team back down the field. They're going to have to continue getting touchdowns. You know, even midway through the 3rd quarter, you really can't settle for field goals at this point.
Yeah, it's got to score touchdowns. Especially with, I just can't believe it, Mike. Queen City played that defensively absolutely correct and still got burned by Kevin Say.
Well, right. I mean, nearly picked on first down.
Wait a minute. Oh.
Ochoa brings this one up to the 29-yard line.
I might have had to bust out the Ochoa song if he'd returned that one for a touchdown.
So, Shabazz Synergy threw a pass that was nearly picked off on first down, and then on second down, Kevin Say looked like he was going to be bottled up for either a loss or no gain at best. And, 75 yards to the house later. More points for the Dragons. Swing pass out to Jet Zero, and once again, for about the 3rd or 4th time in the ball game, Jet Zero has caught a pass that has gone for negative yardage. Second down and 13.
That's not going to work at this point in the game. They need to hit another big play over the top, and they haven't really tried too many. It's been more of a conservative offense. No turnovers, but you need that higher scoring offense right now.
Zero takes the handoff and is able to gain some good yardage on that one, Matt. He gets his lost yardage back, plus 5 more. Sets up a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, good job by Zero to make it very manageable. And again, is anybody playing off on DC? That's what I'm looking for. They are. I don't know.
To the top and bottom.
Yeah, but I don't know. They're playing right in that yellow line. We'll have to see if. Well, there you go.
Caswell fires into traffic,
no!
caught for the first down.
Oh!
A jumping, spinning catch
Wait, that was,
by the tight end, James Matthew Jr.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was picked.
That's because you don't know who's who.
I don't know, Mike. It was a nice play, though.
Darn snow.
The snow's messing with my emotions. I don't know what way to go.
I think that might you're having flashbacks from when Mexico City came here to snowy Buffalo.
Yeah, we don't want
Corsairs put it to him. Jet Zero rushes forward, keeps those legs churning, gains 5.
Yeah, they could have used this a little bit earlier in the game, but still good to see Zero active and putting them in good second down situations. Wouldn't be swinging it to him. It hasn't done the negative plays that just aren't going to cut it.
Caswell up top.
Oh!
Nearly going the other direction. Pass falls down to the turf. Peanut Say had his hands on it. He would still be going. He'd be at the goal line.
Mike,
he'd be scoring right now.
Like, that would mess up my mind if Say intercepted the ball, and I go, is that really... Are they on offense again? No, that's a different Say. Oh, my gosh.
Say with a touchdown. No, not today. Not yet, anyway. 4 wide receiver look on third down. 7 of 13 on third down so far in this ball game. Can they convert another one? Caswell pump fakes, fires over the middle. He's got his man caught and off to the races and tackled down at the 6-yard line. Chris Komisak coming up big.
I thought there was a ref. That was just Chris Komisak. Oh my gosh. Great deep throw right to Komisak. And then I thought he was gone right here, Mike. I didn't see the other dragon in the picture. I thought it was a Corsair. But still, great play. Queen City is in good shape now. They just need to score a touchdown here. You're on the 6. DC's kind of playing the bottom of the screen kind of open.
Heavy formation by the Corsairs. Caswell to throw, gets it up top to 0-0. Lowers the shoulder and into the end zone. Touchdown, Corsairs.
And some snow angels to boot. That was the play Queen City needed at the right time, Mike. 0-1. Oh, was that Peanut Say?
It was indeed.
Oh, no. Oh, that's some freshly ground peanuts right there, Mike. Some peanut butter. Say.
Yeah, I would agree. And, Matt, that's the play that we've been waiting for out of Jet Zero. We saw him do it to Baltimore multiple times last week. He just lowers that shoulder, surges forward for another 5 or more, and 5 was all he needed after that catch. Lowered the shoulder into Peanut Say, ground him into peanut butter, you said. And don't look now, a 1-score ball game once again as they extend their point total to 20. The SFL continues spotlighting games in their own time slot Monday, February 28th with London versus Houston. Next week's special feature, you'll see the SFL action from a whole new perspective as we give you an all-new and unique camera angle and see how the action unfolds. Visit simulationfl.net for complete Monday night special schedule and details. Kick taken by Rockefeller from the 1. Returns it up to middle side. Defender tries to spin. Wrapped up and tackled at the 28-yard line. Some good returns by Rockefeller, setting his team up in good starting field position. But Kevin Say might have a word with him saying, hey, all you're doing is shortening my rushing touchdowns here.
Yeah, I don't care. Say running to the outside is just off tackle is just frightful. Terrifying.
Synergy's going to hand it off to Say up the middle. That doesn't work. Goes down for no gain on the play. 118 yards on the day. That 75-yard long was the touchdown on the last drive. David Tilley stuff in the middle, not allowing that one to go anywhere.
Yeah, that's where he wanted to get.
Go ahead.
That's all right, because that's where he wanted to get Say before he gets his momentum going. But
we talked. Right, we talked about it before the game. Tilley is kind of going to be the difference maker. If you can get past Tilley, they've got a chance. Out route down to the bottom is caught. Will be good for a gain of 6 and set up a 3rd down and 4. Tilly, number 1 in the league in tackles for a loss coming into the game, Matt, with 13. And he's been in the backfield quite a bit in this one. Only 1 registered tackle for a loss so far, but he also had a half of a sack and stopped the run. So no gain. Still just as good as a TFL. Synergy changing the play at the line. 4 wide receiver set. Play action. And right across the middle, wide open. That one good for a 1st down up to the 46-yard line.
Every time Queen City trots out that nickel defense, DC just eats it for breakfast.
Chris Britton, the fullback. Yeah. Only his 3rd catch on the season, so probably not a whole lot of game planning going to stopping Chris Britton. 3 catches on the season, no carries. So gets a big one right there, keeping this drive going. Synergy to throw. Pass, good for a gain of nothing. Kevin Say with the catch, well defended. He had to come back for that one, Matt, and took him a little too long to reestablish in the snow.
Like I say, Mike, it's a 1-possession game. All TC needs to do, or all Queen City needs to do, is just survive and force a punt. But, I mean, it's all task, especially with Say.
All task indeed. Say gets the handoff and wrapped up and tackled. Great tackle by King Jamal. Sets up a 3rd down and 7. Matt, Queen City has held 16 of its last 18 opponents to under 30 points while here at home in Buffalo. The only 2 times that they didn't was the last week of last season's regular season versus DC and their playoff loss to Las Vegas. So DC looking to pile on more than 30 for the 2nd time in the last 19 meetings here in Buffalo between any teams. And that 3rd down is going to be incomplete. Sets up a 4th down and 7, and the defense holds. Matt, Queen City's got an opportunity now to try to tie this one up on this next drive.
Yeah, they went to the all slants, and this time Queen City came out a 3-2 instead of a nickel. A little extra DB action, and that prevented that from the slants play from being very successful. So now it's up to the Queen City offense, and they put some points on the board.
Don Wilson punts that one away. Fair catch by Christopher Ochoa back at the 21-yard line. A.J. Caswell back out onto the field now. Matt started off a little sluggish, but now 27 of 36, 246 yards. That's a 75% completion percentage. 2 touchdowns. Jet Zero still having kind of a slow day, but good for an all-purpose around 50 yards. 31 yards rushing. Got another 29 yards receiving. Also has a receiving touchdown to his name on the last possession. Caswell. Short drop. Pressure coming. Gets that pass away. Hauled in by the tight end. Good for only a gain of 2.
Yeah, but that was a good play. Caswell was under pressure. He didn't eat a sack. He didn't throw a pick. He made a positive play out of it. So 2 yards is better than a loss of 3.
And that's just math. 2nd down and 8. 4 receivers set. Play action by Caswell again. Steps up into the pocket. Deep down the middle. And he's got his target. A huge rainbow pass here in the snow down to the DC 30-yard line. A big gain. And a 1st down.
Play those horns, Queen City. Going deep. And yeah, that was a nice grab by Doug Spelling, and luckily he doesn't have quite the afterburners of like someone like Deezer Powell, or he would have been probably gone. Still, Queen City already in field goal range.
They're not looking for 3 though here, man.
No, they want the 7 or 8. I don't know.
Probably 8. Caswell, play action again, down to the bottom, caught by Powell and stepping out of bounds after a gain of 8 yards. 2nd down and 2 with 8 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, this will probably run down, but I mean, Mike, this has been Queen City's quarter. We'll have to see what the 4th brings. Will DC be able to kind of strike back, hang on to this game?
This See, they snap it. They do.
Oh.
Zero gets the handoff, blocking out through the left-hand side and gets the first down. Rumbles forward to the 17-yard line, moves the chains. 3 quarters in the books. 11 minutes remains here in Buffalo. DC out in front, 28-20 over the Corsairs, but don't look now. Queen City's on the march. I'm Mike Daggs. He's Matt Wilson. Gerald Smith with us on stats. Cameron Irvine producing. As we flip sides of the field to get the fourth quarter started. First down and 10 for Queen City, 17 yards away from the goal line. Caswell going back to the play action. Going over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Trying to hit Chris Komisak again. He's been productive in this one. Mainly only in the passing game. He's got 5 receptions for 86 yards and a touchdown. Nearly the leading receiver just behind Doug Spelling. That one bounced out of his hands, but falls down to the turf. Second down and 10. Caswell takes the low snap, looks, has time, fires. That one is nearly going the other direction. Once again, Aaron Gooden. Third and 10. Third down and 10 now. Matt, they don't want to settle for 3. But we'll see what they do, how many yards they're able to gain here. 4 wide receiver look. Play action, Caswell up top, and that one's nearly picked off. Trying to hit Deezer Powell, and that sets up a 4th down and 10. And it looks like, Matt, they are going to indeed trot Judah Dorgan out there and just take the 3. Set up a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, and not the greatest sequence there, Mike. Almost 3 picks, but this will, if good, make the game. Touchdown gives Queen City.
Snap! The kick is away. Dorgan gets it through from 34 yards to remain perfect on the season. That one was nearly blocked.
Yeah, imagine if he slipped or something. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the hole was not the greatest. The kick was great. Plenty of leg. But like I say, it's not quite what Queen City wanted, but it does get them within 2 points. It's them within 5 points.
Oh yeah. Neither one of us can do math.
I
2. Gets them within 3, 5. I don't know. Who's even playing? We can't see. We couldn't see the scoreboard either, I guess. Rockefeller from the 5.
He's going the wrong way.
Trying to make a little bit too much happen on that one. Gets it up to the 25-yard line. DC offense back out onto the field. I mentioned it earlier, Matt. They started off red hot. 2 touchdown drives, one of 74 yards, one of 64 yards. Since then, they've had a punt, a field goal. A punt, a touchdown, another punt, end of the half. Then they had that long run by Kevin Say for 75, but then they had the punt on their last drive. What are they going to do here? We'll see. Synergy down to the bottom, wide open man, hauled in by Jeff Banfield, and that's good for a gain of 9. Look at that comparison.
Yeah, well, Caswell's gotten a lot better in this second half. He's hit some deep balls off play action. But again, Say is still just a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. Here he is in the backfield. Got to tackle him by the feet, guys.
Kevin Say, 124 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. He's heading on to the total here as he surges forward for a first down, brought down by Ted Haynes.
Again, the only thing with Say that's a risk, because he is such a, he loves to spin, is in this snow, and if he gets hit right, the ball could pop out. So we better mind his P's and Q's and just try to get steady first down yardage. You just need to spin 3 or 4 times.
Synergy up top to a wide open man.
Oh,
good
wow.
For 9.9 on the play. Sets up a second down in inches once again, hitting Jeff Banfield on the out route, this time to the other side of the field.
Yeah, DC's coming up with a nice drive here. Second and inches. Again, just give it to Say. See what he can do.
Currently a 1-score ball game. If they can get a touchdown, it'll make it a 2-score ball game once again. Field goal still keeps it 1 score, leaving Queen City in the hunt, and Kevin Say is able to fall forward for a first down. Gets it up across midfield into Queen City territory.
Yeah, a little chippy out there. It's close games. They'll bring that out in teams, but no interceptions yet, Mike. I'm waiting.
None. Yeah, none on either side.
You think there's got to be one coming, one of these.
Synergy.
Uh-oh.
Out to Say in the open field. Breaks through a tackle, gains 7 yards before stepping out of bounds. Kevin Say now with 32 yards in the receiving game on 8 catches.
Still a pretty decent tackle. You force Say out of bounds. He didn't spin back inbounds for a huge gain. So if you're Queen City, you gotta try to keep him out of the end zone at the very least. You'd like to avert the field goal, but it's getting really close out of field goal range for Dorian. Oh boy.
Synergy out to Say. Spins past the first tackler, cannot spin past the second. Jared Crow wrapping him up, bringing him down. Third down and 2.
Again, Mike, that could have been a loss of 2. Instead, Say turns it into a modest gain. And now we got to see Say again.
Big third down now. 4 of 9 on third down so far, and they convert this one. First down up to the 38-yard line.
Yep, Say gets it again. Tick, tick, tick goes the clock. I mean, a lot of time left, kind of, but, if DC just drives down the field and scores a touchdown, that's going to be very tough for Queen City to have enough time to try to mount a comeback.
Trips formation down to the bottom. One receiver up to the top. Synergy goes to the bottom. Has his man wide open. Matt, they just keep leaving Jeff Banfield wide open down at the bottom. He gets another one. That's good for a first down up to the 22. So well inside field goal range now.
There's some pressure coming, but Synergy cool under pressure. That was a nice ball. And, now the defense just has to be thinking no touchdowns.
Close one in Florida as the Charleston Predators trail the Florida Storm by 2 in the final 2 minutes of that game. Charleston in possession of the football over on Next Level Sports. Synergy. Short pass over the middle, caught by Say, but Say can only gain a couple of yards before he is brought down and tackled.
Like I say, just every hit could be the one that jars the ball loose. It's been such a clean game. It's for SFL standards, it's been unusually clean.
Andre Krim, that is a true statement. Andre Krim with 2.5 sacks on the day, looking to get another one here and help get his team the ball back.
Yeah, they got to get
Synergy to throw up top. First down yardage up to the 11-yard line. Those out routes have been absolutely killing the Corsairs on this drive. That time hauled in by Lauren Percoco.
Yeah, just surgical on this drive when they needed it the most. First and 10 from the 11. That's an interesting down and distance. I don't know if I love it or hate it myself.
Well, it depends on what side you're on.
Yeah, if you're on the 2, I think you love it. But
so Synergy in the gun on first down and 10 from the 11. Synergy steps up, fires to Say. He's able to make the connection. That one good for only a gain of 1. Matt, I think that actually plays into DC's favor if they want to continue to tick some time away too. Yeah, I mean, they don't. When you have this short of a field, sometimes that back of the end zone becomes yet another defender that you have to work against. But in this case, even if they're not able to get all the way to the end zone, they still have an opportunity to get another first down here.
See if it's going to be slants again.
Synergy falls in the snow, gets back up, throws it towards the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, DC. That's what you use a veteran quarterback for. Matt, he might slip and fall, but he can stand back up and fire a laser into Jeff Banfield, and we've got a 2-score ball game once again.
Banfield just running and look at him adjust his route for that ball. Just a great play by Synergy to get up and throw it, and You think if you're Queen City, right? You got that great pass rush. Synergy slips. Now's your chance, and nope.
Synergy with the touchdown pass to Jeff Banfield. Adds 6 points onto the board. Pautee out for the extra point try. The kick is on its way. It is good. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection. State-of-the-art technology and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Pautee kicks this one away to Ochoa. Trailing by 12 points. They need to score quickly in this one, Matt.
Well, Queen City's shown the ability to hit over the top a couple times. They're going to have to do that, but, don't throw caution to the wind quite yet. But if it's open, take it. Take your shot.
Doug Spelling with a 53-yard deep reception from Caswell a couple drives ago. This time, no receivers out in the formation. They'll throw it out to Jet Zero. They need him to lower the shoulder, and he's at least able to escape by the first tackler and get the first down. And it stops the clock with 5:51.
Yeah. Again, you're waiting for that. Another big play from Zero. There was his opportunity. He did break one tackle. Couldn't quite get square to lower the shoulder. It's kind of an odd angle. Tried to throw a stiff arm out, but it didn't work out.
So first down and 10 from the 33. Be important for them to try to save those timeouts as well. 3 receivers set down to the bottom. Caswell throws it down to the bottom, and that one is caught, but only for short yards. Keeps the clock rolling. Doug Spelling tackled inbounds at the 36-yard line after a gain of 3.
Yeah, that's not the play you want. Maybe if it's 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, it's a great play, but you need to get more than that on first down, especially with the clock rolling.
Caswell hands the ball off to Zero. Met immediately in the backfield by Gooden. And he will go absolutely nowhere. 3rd down and 9 coming up.
I would think you'd be in 4-down territory. Depends on how this next play goes, but I don't know if you can punt it back to DC when you're down 2 possessions.
We'll see if they go back to the play action here. Damon Simeon also with us on stats, pointing out that the 2 deep balls came on play action. Here's play action here, and they go deep, and that one is incomplete. So it didn't work out that time. Sets up a 4th down and 9, and Matt, I think they got to go for it, but it looks like maybe they won't.
I didn't get a good look at the personnel group.
Yeah,
it looks like they are going
still
for
out there. So a big moment here in this one as the Corsairs have a 4th down and 9. Caswell, play action up top. Has the first down. No, he's just shy, and I think he stepped out of bounds. Or did he step out before or after the stick, Matt?
The crowd cheered, so I think he got the first down, Mike. Let's see.
It looked like he had it, but then he kind of went back. The stick is crooked.
No, they didn't get it. I think the crowd couldn't see, just like we couldn't.
Crowd couldn't see either, yeah. It was a first down for somebody. He just wasn't sure who. 1st down and 10 for the DC Dragons. He was not able to get first down. He had it, Matt, and then he ended up coming back a yard. So Dragons take back over with a 12-point lead. Hands it off to Say, and Say immediately met for no gain. Coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports continues next Saturday, March 5th. Queen City heads to Arizona in a rematch of the 2021 convention heartbreak for the Scorpions, followed by 2 teams that don't often cross paths but have plenty to prove, Lone Star and Los Angeles. Bonus coverage will include Rising Sioux Falls and these DC Dragons, plus Fort Worth and Vancouver. Visit NLSE.com to find Next Level Sports in your area. 3rd down and 9 for the Dragons as we tick inside the final 4 minutes of this one.
It's going to be interesting to see DC's just going to hand the ball off to Say here and run clock, or if they're going to try to throw it and get the first down. They're not in field goal range, so I think we're going to see a pass here, but I've been wrong before. Here's the nickel, and every time the nickel's been run, it's most of the time been burnt.
81% completion percentage so far for Synergy.
Pass rush needed.
He's got time. Pressure's coming. Hit as he throws. And our first interception of the game going back the other direction. Taken away by King Jamal. And he gets it up to the 21-yard line for the Corsairs. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go, Matt. They're not quite dead yet.
And my mistake, Mike, again. These weather conditions, a little tough to see. But the pressure got there from Queen City, causing that kind of errant pass. And that's not what DC wanted to do. That's the risk of throwing it in the air like that instead of running it, trying to get a field goal. So it's up to Caswell now to kind of push the ball. Again, he's got to push the ball down the field, get a quick score, and then we're going to see the onside kick, of course.
Caswell back to the play action. He'll fire up top, and this time complete for a gain of 8. That's probably about what he got last time, too, before the turnover on downs, hauled in by Deezer Powell.
It's all well and good, but I think you got to bomb it out now. You know the no huddle is going to be out there, so you're going to want all your as many receiving threats as you can get on the field, and maybe not the fullback, but I've been wrong before, like I said.
Offset I formation for the Corsairs gets it out to 0-0.
Oh, no.
Can't get the first down. Sets up a 3rd down and 2.
This is the problem with this personnel. Top of the field, just get it out of bounds. Get different personnel in there. Okay.
And that catch made by Doug Spelling. He'll get the first down, stepping out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And we welcome in a new audience. Those of you who just watched the Charleston Predators defeat the Florida Storm 34-26. Welcome to snowy Buffalo, New York, where the Queen City Corsairs are trailing the DC Dragons by 12 points. Queen City in possession of the football and attempting to get back into this one, Matt, but it's been a struggle offensively for the Corsairs for most of the ball game. Short drop by Caswell. He gets the first down and more, and they'll go into the hurry-up.
Yeah, they better hurry. Need a couple
complete to James Matthew Jr., the tight end. Short drop by Caswell. He'll go deep over the middle. He's got Powell. Powell down to the 27-yard line, and they'll hurry back to the line of scrimmage.
Snow's getting thick on the field, Mike. Everyone is blending more and more in. That was a good.
With the throw, that one batted down by Daryl Bullock. Peanut Say in the area as well.
Oof, that was close.
Yeah, Bullock could have taken that one to the house, but that ball is hard. It's slippery. These beautiful Western New York weather conditions, Matt. AJ Caswell, 37-50 for 373 yards on the day. 2 touchdowns, no picks. Got to keep that going. Caswell, play action. Up top once again. And that one is caught for a first down, stepping out of bounds at the 16, 2:20 to go in the ball game. Deezer Powell with another catch.
Yeah, and they're close, so that's a great play, right? They get 8 yards. They got out of bounds, didn't take too much time off the clock, and now they're at around the 16-yard line. I mean, I take 2 more of those for a touchdown. Yeah. We'll see.
Well, Caswell took advantage of a mismatch there with Deezer Powell in coverage. Riley Cuse, the linebacker, in coverage against Deezer Powell. And just an offensive explosion on both sides of the ball is 420 yards for the Dragons, 425 so far for the Corsairs, looking to add more on here. Caswell looks, fires across the middle. That one is caught. Doug Spelling catches it down at the 2.
Audible, top of the screen out route. Go for it.
Caswell, does he see it? He goes down to the the right-hand side, and that one is caught for a touchdown. Doug Spelling, back-to-back passes to Spelling, and 6 points added onto the board for the Corsairs. But, Matt, Your reaction tells me you're not sure.
Well, again, with the snow, Mike, it's hard to tell. It looked like one foot was out. I don't know. He might have had it. Are we going to see a challenge? Only one way to find out.
Yeah?
Oh, nope, no challenge, Mike.
No challenge
Oh,
indeed.
boy.
So Judah Dorgan on for the extra point. Try to make this a 5-point ball game. And then we will see an onside kick try. But even if they don't get the onside kick, it's not necessarily game over, as they still have all 3 timeouts. It's just going to be up to the defense. Extra point is up and good. I'm Mike Daggs. He's Matt Wilson. With us on stats, Gerald Smith, and also Damon Simeon. Our producer is Cameron Irvine. You're watching the Simulation Football League Saturday Showcase, presented by APM Music on Twitch, and also Next Level Sports. Onside kick coming up from Judah Dorgan. See if they can get the ball back. Kick bounces up and not fielded cleanly. The ball is all over the place. It looks like it was recovered by I can't even tell. Did Queen City get
Oh my God, did they get it?
Hard to see. It looks like they're celebrating. And no, the defense is on the field for Queen City. So hard to tell in that mass of humanity, Matt.
Mike, the key thing is, though, it's not the 2-minute warning yet, so there's technically 4 timeouts for the Corsairs.
Right. 4 clock stoppages, and I expect to see a heavy dose of Kevin Say as he gets his first carry there, and that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 1 minute, 59 seconds to go in the ball game. We'll keep right on a rolling so we can see the exciting finish of this one. 2nd down and 6. 3 more chances to stop the clock, Matt. It's imperative for this defense to not allow a first down.
Yeah, and you're dealing with the most dangerous back in the SFL. It's going to be tough, but that's what the Corsairs are looking at right now.
Synergy hands it off to Say. Say ducks past the first tackler, does not get the first down, and Queen City will burn their timeout. But Matt, a 3rd down and inches.
Yeah,
we have seen very few plays go for a loss from DC, especially running plays.
That might have been worse than a first down, Mike.
Honestly, yes, I agree, because if they had to burn their first timeout on first down, then it would have given them one more opportunity. Now, if they do convert this 3rd down, they're going to be left with only 1 timeout remaining. Synergy under center, hands the ball off to Say. Say gets the first down easily up to the 29-yard line. Queen City will burn the timeout, but now with only 1 to go, Matt, they can't allow another first down or it is game over.
Yeah, like I said, the first down was probably better. So, but it is what it is. You got to try to, get Say on a spin, pop the ball loose, maybe, and recover it for your team.
Say with no fumbles on the season, but we did see Jet 0 fumble one earlier that was negated by a penalty.
Oh, no.
Andre Krim jumps offside.
Oh.
A nice big punishing hit by Jared Crow. A rare tackle for a loss that they could have used earlier, but that is going to be all for naught as Andre Krim with his 2nd penalty in the ball game. That'll set up the Dragons with a 1st down and 5 from the 24-yard line. The clock will remain stopped because the penalty happened with the time stopped on the clock ahead of time, so no extra time will take off the clock.
They're going to need another TFL, Mike. 1st and 5 with Kevin Say. Oh.
Yeah, Kevin Say coming into today's ball game, 6.3 yards per carry on average, so he's averaging more than he needs here.
Does the math work out on this?
Victory formation. No, if they kneel this ball down, they can still stop the clock. If they don't get another first down, the best that the Dragons can do is kick a field goal and make it an 8-point ball game. But the Corsairs will still get, they're not going to have much time, but they would still have some. So interesting strategy by the Dragons as they will kneel this one down as well. And they do take the knee. So a 3rd down and 8. So they'll snap the ball, Matt, with about 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. And if they kneel it once again, they'll trot the field goal unit out there, I would imagine. And they'll end up kicking the ball for the field goal with about, 25, 30 seconds. Yeah, they're going to kneel it again. Bold strategy, I would say.
Mr. Maid from watching The Water Boy? How do you like my new offer?
Interesting. So they'll let as much time tick off the clock as possible as 8 seconds remain on the play clock. And they will kneel it with 1:07 to go. And the clock will continue to roll. So the field goal unit will come out onto the field, and they will kick a field goal attempt with about 30 seconds left on the game clock. And then Queen City will get one final shot at it. And, another interesting part about this strategy, Matt, we've seen kickers slip here in the snow in Buffalo. And if it's blocked or even no good, decent starting field position and no more time off the clock for the Corsairs. So big field goal try coming up right here. This one from about 46 yards. 29 seconds on the game clock as the kick is away, and it is good from 46 yards out, 38-30. The Dragons have the lead over the Corsairs. But, Matt, we've seen crazy finishes from the Queen City Corsairs earlier on this season.
Yes, we have.
They had a back-and-forth game earlier on. I believe it was the one against Fort Worth where they had a last-second touchdown, in the final waning moments of the game to come away with the win. They won that one 26-22. So here we go once again.
Yeah, kickoff return first. See how that goes.
Christopher Ochoa standing back in his own end zone.
I'm winding up the pipes, Mike.
Ochoa takes it from the goal line. Turns it up to only the 22-yard line.
Damn.
So 21 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. They need a 2-point conversion. And that's just to tie it. We'll see what he can do. A.J. Caswell, 40 completions so far on the day on 54 pass attempts. He's got 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. If anyone can do it, Caswell can. 4 wide receivers out on the field.
They need play action. They need that play action bomb.
Caswell, quick pass down to the bottom. That was caught and out of bounds. That's one way to do it, but, Matt, it's not going to be enough. They're going to have to go deeper. James Matthew Jr. with the catch. 18 seconds to go.
Yeah, if there was, 2 minutes left on the clock, I mean, it's a little bit better. 18 seconds now, you got to go to your biggest, baddest pass. Whereas you got Deezer Powell and Ochoa and Spelling and even James Matthew Jr. Just throw it up. What do you got to lose?
Spelling down to the bottom. Powell up to the top. Caswell under pressure. Goes down towards Spelling. Spelling gets the catch. Yeah, out of bounds. 13 seconds to go. But still 61 yards away from the end zone.
Could it be Hail Mary time, Mike? Are they in range?
They did. They'd have 2 shots at it, at least.
I don't know. I can't see the formation yet, but nope, not yet.
Not Hail Mary time quite yet. Caswell, 3 receivers set once again.
Uh-oh.
Caswell.
You can't do that.
Over the middle, and they're not going to have enough time. Can they get another snap off? 6 seconds to go. 5, 3.
You need to spike it.
2. And the time ticks away, and that will bring us to the end of this ball game. The DC Dragons come away with their 3rd consecutive victory here in Buffalo, 38-30 over the hometown Queen City Corsairs. Matt, your final thoughts?
I mean, you look at the numbers, and Queen City got off to a slow start, and I think that slow start they just couldn't come back from it. But they put up a great effort. I mean, they gained more yards than DC. They threw the ball better. They had less turnovers. You'd think, all those things would lead to a win. But, that's the difference between 8 points, I guess. It was, close game, anyone's ball game, and those big runs by, where would they be without Kevin Say, for DC?
My goodness, he's having an absolutely phenomenal season. So the DC Dragons, they'll improve to 5-1 on the season, back in the win column after losing to London last week. Queen City will fall to 2-4. Next up for the DC Dragons, they head back home. They will host the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Queen City hits the road next week, heading down to Arizona to take on the Scorpions. This will do it for us in SFL action today, but coming up tomorrow, Sunday, February 27th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the Los Angeles Lycans will head to Carolina to take on the Skyhawks. Chris Curtis and Eddie Gage on the call on the SFL Twitch page. And 20 minutes later, 7:20 p.m. on the SFL YouTube channel, the San Diego Mavericks will head to Jacksonville to take on the Kings. Andy Hamilton and Mark Lopez on the call. SFL action will return in Week 8 on Saturday, March 5th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Matt, player of the game, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you got to, I would say Kevin Say. I don't know. Synergy had a great game too, though. I mean, no picks. So it's gonna be Say or Synergy.
Sebastian Synergy, 26 of 33, almost 300 yards, like you said, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Kevin Say, 150 yards on the ground, 33 through the air. He's got 2 touchdowns. I think he would be my vote for player of the game. And we will see who it is in this one. Is it? And it is indeed Kevin Say. And about 180 yards all-purpose and 2 touchdowns. Congratulations to the DC Dragons and to Kevin Say. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Twitch. Final score, DC 38, Queen City 30. For Matt Wilson, Gerald Smith, Damon Simeon, Cameron Irvine, I am Mike Dagg saying thank you for joining us. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.